How you going, fellas?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Would you like to introduce yourselves and tell us which band you're from, which instrument you play?
Yeah.
I'm Don. I'm the guitarist and vocalist from Sunset.
Yep.
One rocker. I'm also guitarist.
Nice. Double vocal.
And I did the samples
Right.
with my feet, my trigger. We used to play them on guitar, but now we have something. We have them pre-recorded, so they're just playing now.
Yeah. So how would you describe your music?
Death metal. Oriental influence death metal.
Yep.
That's the way I
Yeah.
describe it.
Now, tonight you get to share the stage with Tzun, obviously.
Yep.
Is that a bit of a highlight for you guys?
Yeah, I actually played with them 22 years ago with one of my old bands at the Highway Inn on Adelaide Highway.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good, to play with them again.
Yeah. It's a long time between drinks and
Yeah.
We've both worked with bands like where we've done a lot of international sport between us, and it's good in a way that you can kind of see where the standard is.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And it gives you an idea of where to go.
Yeah.
So.
It's good. And he's gonna
There's always one.
Oh, isn't there, Josh? The Forbidden City was your last release in 2020. Is that right? Do you have any new music coming?
There's an album that's 90% recorded.
Yep.
We just have to finish vocals and it'll be done.
Nice.
So hopefully this year.
Yep.
It's been a long project since COVID.
Yeah.
But it's definitely new music. Majority of the set tonight, bar one song, is the new album.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, nice.
And the one song we play is Forbidden City. That's not new.
Yeah. So, I mean, that must have been a real pain in the ass. Like, I know there was consequences for, bands, hotels, all the way along the line when it came to COVID. Like, that had to fucking affect you negatively in some sort of ways, and positively in others.
Yeah. It kind of keeps you hungry in a weird way, but there's also a lot of adaptation. And Don's the main songwriter. He had the vision early on, and he stuck to that.
Yep.
And it's a matter for the rest of us to really kind of meet that challenge. And kind of try and embody it in a really convincing way. Mm-hmm. And what I've heard of some of the early mixes, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's already great. It's nowhere near finished.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Also, COVID had a health effect on a few of us. So we started recording 5 years ago. I got COVID, the drummer got COVID, the engineer got COVID.
Yeah.
All when we're about to book in to record, so it's extended delays because of that.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
I've had it a couple of times now, and Jesus knocks you.
Yeah.
When you get it, really fucks you up.
Yeah.
Did you get a bad one?
I'm one of the few that's never had it.
Oh, really? Congratulations, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, I'd like to attribute it to something, but I think it's just dumb luck.
That's it. Now, obviously, Sun Tzu, ancient Chinese general, I think. And obviously an author, right? Now, he wrote the book The Art of War, obviously. The strategies used in that ancient book are still used to this day when it comes to war, when it comes to business. So how does that transcend into your music?
It's more or less an influence. It was a name that wasn't readily used. I like all facets of Asian Oriental, so it's not just Chinese, Japanese. There's Indian influence, but not so much in the music, but the philosophies. Mm-hmm. So it's not necessarily just Tzun, but it's a big influence. But I've never actually referenced any of his text in music.
Yeah, gotcha. Now you're a local Adelaide band. What's the best thing about the local metal scene? Do you think around here?
A lot of diversity. Adelaide scene's always had this thing where when bands choose to go in a direction, they seem to have a knack for doing it very convincingly. And that kind of, it sort of creates a bit of a sort of a positive pressure with everybody knows that they have to meet a certain standard to really cut through the noise. And whether it's from rehearsal or plain old experience, you start to see it sort of manifest in Adelaide pretty quickly, even in some of the younger bands.
Yeah.
And that means that it's sort of, for us old blokes, it keeps us on our toes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I think isolation also helps,
Definitely.
because there's nothing around. Sydney and Melbourne are relatively close to each other, and they get all the tours where we get skipped a lot.
Yeah.
So that makes us strive that much more, I think.
Yeah.
And it helps between us, we've pretty much 60 plus years of experience.
Yeah.
That's just us two, and Rishi's another 30 odd years.
Well, we got 100 plus years between us.
Age-wise, it's over 100, but
Yeah.
like in bands, it's like I'm 30 plus.
Wow.
It's also 30 plus in bands.
It's a lot of experience. That's plenty on the resume.
Yeah.
And definitely. Tell us something about Sun Tzu that nobody knows. I love that look. That look so often, man. It's so funny.
It's it can come off as very serious music to the casual observer. The moment that we're out of public circles, it's actually pretty humorous, it's pretty laid back, but we know when to sort of to be focused and when to be driven and when to do it properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you joined us in a rehearsal room, you wouldn't believe the range of conversation,
Yeah.
So, and
We're pretty much all smart-ass larrikins, but we tend to be serious when we're music. Yeah.
Man, same thing. Yeah, smart asses all the way.
Yeah.
What would you say your motto for the band would be?
To play dark and heavy, definitely.
Yeah.
Which I think we succeed at.
Yeah.
Do you have your own? Oh shit! I just did that question. Sorry. What do you want your legacy to be?
To be known for playing dark and heavy, definitely.
Yeah.
And being reliable, man, because there's so many bands that are not reliable whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's very important because it's some people think that the end game is becoming famous or known, but you really got to be able to deliver on every step of working in an experience like this. When you're working with an international band, don't think you're the rock star if you're in the opener. Get your job done, get out of the way and make sure that those headliners you're setting the scene for them, you're making sure they can be confident and deliver to the level they want to. But that's what the punts are here for.
Yeah.
It's great if they enjoy us, and it's not really an issue for us. People tend to come and see us outright. But there are some people that just seem to think that they can kind of take their time and make it everybody else's problem, and then they wonder why they don't get asked again.
They're on. Now, where can people find your music?
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
They can purchase from Bandcamp.
Yeah.
All of our merch is available through Sphere of Apparition Records in Queensland.
Okay.
And Dissident Records on Discog.
Yeah.
So most of our releases are through Dissident.
Yeah.
But he travels a lot, so he has a mate in Sphere of Apparition who does the selling.
Gotcha. All right.
And that shows, come and see us at the merch stand.
Yeah, exactly. Get out.
You can even plain old go on YouTube and have a look at it, because you'll find great live footage.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a local videographer, a guy called Justin, who Justin had 66 Days to Slave.
Yeah.
Who films all the metal acts that come through Adelaide,
Yeah.
so you can get a taste for what you're expecting to see over there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no worries, fellas. Thanks very much for taking
Thanks
the
for your
time,
time,
man. Cheers for coming.
Thanks heaps, mate.
Thanks very much. Done. Cheers, bud.